I rewatch To Wong Foo at least once a year. Just so happens this time it happened to be during Pride Month.
Let's give it to him, girls.
Meet Vita Bohème,
Enchanté. Why are you crying? Maybe she just found out Menudo broke up.
Miss Noxzema Jackson,
Jesse's daughter.
and their protege, Chichi Rodriguez.
I'm the Latino Marilyn Monroe. I got more legs than a bucket of chicken.
Now, I will be covering this film more in depth soon, as this September is Swayze Timber on Staunch TV. Patrick Swayze in the 90s. But until then, I wanted to pop in with a quick Staunch recommends to Wong Foo. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. I absolutely love this silly movie. Have since I was a kid. And I'm not sure why. I mean, it wasn't a novelty or anything. I mean, each one of these actors were legit childhood favorites of mine. Shit, we even get Robin Williams and Chris Penn, which I'm sure you all know, Chris Penn's in my top 5 actors of all time. And not only did I not find this film as a cheap laugh as a kid, it also led to me respecting each of the cast immensely till this very day. Rest in peace, Swayze. And while I do think the film is a legit classic and is possibly more relevant today than it ever was, I've always had a few issues with it. Although, I still do highly recommend it. So come on, perras. Let's undress this classic drag queen girl comedy power classic to Wong Foo. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. Strange how years later, I was kind of late to the game, I guess, but I found out that this was kind of a trope. The whole overall plot of the movie, there being another similar, more popular film, But regardless, To Wong Foo really feels fresh and original for the time. And there is a real lively energy that props up the film, much like its characters. Just fabulously. And the early juxtaposition and plot forming and even geography, it just pulls you right into the world of Vita and Noxzema. Oh, and Chichi.
No, I don't think so.
And nearly from the opening credits, the actors seriously disappear on screen. And I mean, the comedy here is just perfect. And not really done at any of our leads' expense, not really. And may I say, John Leguizamo is a fucking legend.
No, I don't think so.
For a lighthearted comedy, the character development here is impeccable. Within the first 20 minutes, we fully understand our characters' motivations, and even get some real personal stuff from Swayze's Vita. And we get their sense of all these looming issues and problems in their lives, simply glossed over in favor of an upbeat mood and thirst for life that's actually pretty inspiring, making for a very original feeling road movie. But that's when things take a turn. Once they get to the small, unassuming town, I really feel the film kind of falls apart for a bit. At that point, we're about halfway through the film and now have a handful of new characters to introduce. And some of them really come off as wooden or highly underdeveloped, to say the least. And considering our time with the town is like a day and a half or something, it all seems a bit rushed. Our main characters kind of separate here for some reason, and they have these little side stories with members of the town, and yeah, it's kind of boring. Some have their moments, but overall, the film suffers for some of these decisions. But with the camp appeal and all the vibes that they bring to the table, it still kind of works. I just really want to see an alternate version of this flick where they stay on the road and we see all of that play out, This would sadly be the beginning of a decline of sorts for both Wesley Snipes, who wouldn't have too many big features from here on out, although yes, he did have a few, and Patrick Swayze, who would struggle with big roles after this, mainly due to alcohol issues. But he is on his A game here, and I think Vita is one of his best roles ever. But ironically, we would see Leguizamo just bloom here, who would get a lot of applause and would go on to get a lot of work in the 90s, having a very eventful 90s to say the least, getting some big supporting roles, and even appearing again with Snipes, and being the lead in his own passion project, The Pest. What do you guys think? Should I cover The Pest?
No, I don't think so.
And while I do still think the film takes a bit of a dive midway through, I mean, those are the parts of the movie that matter. We get a full arc from Stockard Channing's character and some overall great film moments that maybe wouldn't have worked outside of a small town setting, I don't know. But overall, the film really leaves you wanting more. But hey, I'll talk more about this flick later. As I said, this September is Swayze Timber on Staunch TV. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. hit all on that notification bell also. Staunch definitely recommends to Wong Foo. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. For any small-town dullard cops or any Latin boys in dresses alike, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, we have t-shirts on sale for only $10. Just hit me up on my Cash App. Ooh, mira, that's a look.